Hallelujah. In the name of Lord Jesus, we continue the Song of Ascent. We're going up. Now we start from Psalm 120. Psalm 120, we give it a topic called Waking Up in a Hostile World. Waking up in a very hostile world. Why will the people started the journey moving to Zion? It is the reason they realize suddenly that as a chosen people, we are in a very dangerous, very hostile environment, and we need to draw closer to God. So I believe you have started copying the psalm, but let's read this psalm together. There's only 7 verses. Let's read this together. Psalm 120, verse 1 on, 1 to 3. In my distress, I called to the Lord, and he answered me too. Deliver me, O Lord, from lying lips, from a deceitful tongue. 3. And what more shall be done to you, you deceitful tongue? 4. A warrior sharp arrows, with glowing coals of the broom tree. 5. Woe to me that I sojourn in Meshach, that I dwell among the tents of Kedar. 6. Too long have I my dwelling among those who hate peace. 7. I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war. It really doesn't look like a typical psalm or a poem. Didn't describe anything about beauty, about joy, about magnificent creation of God. It was describing a very dire situation that suddenly he find out that he is surrounded by a lot of bad guys. And these bad guys constantly throwing arrows, throwing dangerous things, throwing lies to the chosen people. And suddenly he find out that the psalmist found out that we are in deep trouble. So this is a very weird beginning. But exactly this is the reason why the psalmist find out that they have to move up. They have to leave where they are, and then they have to heading to the mountain of God, the Jerusalem. Historical background. The setting, as you see. The author is living far away from Jerusalem. Physically, they were living far from the temple of God, the Jerusalem. They were living in a foreign land. Basically, they were living in foreign land. It's not even the land of Israel. They were living in a far, far away and surrounded by people who are hostile to God's truth. They hate God's truth. They hate God. That's why they hate whoever belongs to God. They hate the one who worships the one true God. They hate them because the faith are fundamentally different. They hate them because their value is also very different. Now, if you look at this psalm, it mentioned about 2 specific names geographically. These 2 names carry symbolic meaning. First of all, it mentioned the tent of Meshach. The tent of it mentioned about Meshach. Where is Meshach? According to some Bible scholar, it refers to far, far, far north place. Not even just north. The north we have Syria, we have Aram, which is still in the Middle East. But more far, even leave totally the Middle East, which is almost, if you look at the map, or if you north of Israel, you pass the Gulf, the Persian Gulf, you go all the way north, is the Black Sea. So this Meshach, the people are known for at that time, in the time when the post-Apostolic time, after they were in exile. Remember, the chosen people were in exile for quite some time. After which year their country was destroyed? 586. So they were scattered in Babylon, which is today Iraq. But some, they continue to be scattered. But they face northern enemy too. So the people in Meshach actually were considered barbarian. Today in Black Sea, all those areas, Asia Minor, or even maybe compared to closing to like Ukraine or Russia. So in the Old Testament, geographically, those far north people can refer almost in today's Ukraine and Russia. Very north. Now, Kedar is another location, which is down south. Down south. If you look at the map, is it down? If you go south or southeast, or for southwest, you could see Egypt. But southeast, you go to is like Saudi Arabia, the Arabia Peninsula, all those very dry places. You go to today the Gulf, the Persian Gulf, all this country, especially Saudi Arabia. So they were the nomadic people. Usually they also called the Kedar. So that because they live in a very hot place, like a desert, so they live in tents. So this is how the tent of Kedar, the people, look like. There's a specific term for these people. It's called Bedouin. Have you heard about the term Bedouin? Even today, Bedouin are still nomadic people living around the desert. They don't afraid the hot temperature. As long as they have a tent, they can survive. They can move around. So this, the very north, Kedesh, right? Sorry, very north you have Meshach, right? You have very north you have Meshach. The very south you have Kedar. So the psalmist, remember what they say at the beginning? Oh, woe to me, right? Verse 5. Woe to me, I sojourn. I sojourn means I live temporarily. I don't belong here. But for some reason, I have to live here. So that is a very difficult situation. That you don't want to go there, but for some reason, maybe you were in exile, you were carried away, you were sold there. Just like Joseph, he didn't belong to Egypt, but he has to live in Egypt for a while. It's called sojourning, temporarily living. So he was facing the people who were so hostile, using these two terms. One is very far, one is very north, one is very south. So what does it mean? Of course, physically, the psalmist cannot be both living in very north and very south. It's just a metaphorical expression, saying that, just saying that, you know what? I'm in deep trouble. I am surrounded by wolves. I'm surrounded by the people that are anti-God, anti-truth, anti-chosen people. May not be physically, they are abusing them, but they are surrounded by a culture which is deeply wild, deceptive, and completely opposed to God's peace. So that is the thing. This psalm may be written about 2,500 years ago, right? But it can apply to us today. So if you look at this psalm, as I mentioned, very short, only 7 verses. Every time when you do Bible study, if you do theological study by yourself or as a group, you always look at the structure first, right? 7 verses, but 3 parts. Pretty organized. The first 2 verses, cry for rescue. Oh God, I'm in distress. You got to help me. Just like you dial 911, right? Distress call. Spiritually, you have to dial 911 to God. When you're in trouble, right? Asking for God. Your spiritual 911 is right at the moment you need down to God. Don't just ask your parent or don't just dial to your best friend. Of course, you should let them know if you are in help. But cry for rescue Dial spiritual 911. Talk to Jesus, right? The second session, verse 3 to 4, is a judgment on the deceit. Those people attacking me with lies, deceitful tongue, especially the term deceitful tongue were mentioned here. But judgment shall be brought forth to them. Right? What shall be given to the deceitful tongue who attack me? The burning coals. Burning coal is very hot, right? You throw a burning coal to something, you'll catch fire. You start to burn. Right? Sharp arrow. If you shot a sharp arrow to the enemy, they will be injured, can be killed. So God will judge those who are against the chosen people. God will bring vengeance. He will bring the final vindication for the chosen people who is suffering. Right? But verse 5 to 7 explains a reality of being in exile. Oh, I'm not feeling well. The pain. We have pain of desiring peace. Because I want to live in peace, but people don't like peace. People attack me. People attack me with lies. People attack me with all these abuses. I don't want to fight, but they want to fight me. Right? I don't want to cause trouble. I know I'm a foreigner. I just want to live peacefully, but they don't allow you to live peacefully. They just want to attack you. Now, this is how this psalm ended. Very strange, right? Usually the psalm would not end like this. But this is exactly where the pilgrimage journey began. Oh, I live in this kind of land. I long to draw close to God. I really want to depart from here. I don't like to be in exile. I don't want to live within all these lies. I want to return to God, to the house of God. So this is how the whole setting is, right? At the beginning, you read it, oh, what is it talking about? Just cry. And then now, if you dig deeper, you can see distress can force you or motivate you to draw closer to God. Write down. Your personal distress, tribulations, actually could serve as a pushing force, pushing you to draw closer to God. If you don't have this pain, maybe you feel very comfortable living in exile, right? You feel, oh, I'm okay, I don't have to go back to Jerusalem, living in this Kadesh or Meshach. It's okay, people like me, I like them. I can be one of them, right? We can exchange marriage. We can exchange culture. I can blend into you. I can be I can become an Arab. I can become a Midesh. I can just be one of them. But when you are trying to maintain your identity, they really hate you, then really push you together and draw close to God. So these are the beginning setting of this psalm, right? Now, spiritual teaching. Let's read this together. 1, 2, 3. Repentance. Let's read together loudly. I know it's afternoon, you are tired. Let's read loudly. You don't have to copy everything, just copy whatever you touch, but let's read loud. 1, 2, 3. Repent. Yes, this is very true. Holy dissatisfaction. If you are very satisfied with the world, you will not draw close to God. Oh, I'm very satisfied with the life, with the worldly culture. It brings me happiness. I really enjoy my friends in the world. Of course, you should have friends in the world. But if you are very truly satisfied by what the world offers, you have no motivation, not much motivation to draw closer to God. But as you look deeper, oh, this world actually is a lie. All this culture, all this so-called prosperity, all this social media, all this social entertainment, or the things people has been chasing, or the people tell you what is success, what is good life mean, actually all of them is a lie. It's a big lie. Then you have dissatisfaction. You say, well, does my life want to be put on chasing something which is not true? Maybe no, I want to chase something better. I want something more meaningful. I don't want to believe in a lie and also chasing my whole life, using my whole life chasing a lie. Then you started to draw close to God. You'll never ascend unless this world really cannot satisfy you anymore. But if you find out, oh, this world is not my home, this world cannot bring me joy, you will start to think about, maybe I don't belong here, I have to move up. I don't belong here in the world. That is the beginning of the pilgrimage journey. Yes, you can live there, but you don't belong there. Right? If you are born in America, well, born in the Western society, born in your country, you think that, oh, I belong there because you were born here. But sometimes you just move to another country. You don't born there. Sometimes the culture, you just spend the time there, but you know one day I'll go back to my home country. Right? I don't belong here. The world is full of lies. First of all, if you look at the Bible tells us, when did lies appear? Who was the first one to lie? Let's turn to John chapter 8. John chapter 8, verse 44. The Gospel of John, chapter 8, verse 44. John chapter 8, verse 44. Let's read together aloud. John 8, 44. John 8, 44. 1, 2, 3. Underline this verse. Jesus said there are two characteristics of the devil. Two characteristics of the devil. The first one, what is it? He kills. He is the first one to incite our ancestor Cain to kill his brother. Because why people kill? Because they have hatred. So devil promote hatred. He has no love. He don't forgive. He don't want to forgive. He's jealous. Jealous, hatred cause hatred. Hatred cause killing. So this is the first demonstration of the devil. He likes to kill. But at the back of killing is jealousy and hatred. The second characteristic of the devil is lie. Jesus said he was the first one, right? He already lying. From the beginning he lied, and he's the father of the liars. So everyone who lie, human being, after they sin, after Adam and Eve ate the fruit, forbidden fruit, people started to lie. People start to lie. And that lies come from sinful nature. And that become human weaknesses. So that's why we all lie. Sometimes, every day, sometimes big lie or small lie. Sometimes we just want to lie to cover our wrongs. But we are not just talking about lying to hurt people or make out of trouble. The world, the devil, use lie to attack chosen people. All right. The danger of deceitful environment. We are not even talking about personally, you lie, you sin against God. We are talking about basically, we are living in a world of lies. We live in lies. Do you know? What kind of lies are there? Right? False ideologies. If you believe in a wrong idea, which is not true, which is according to the Bible is totally wrong, but everybody believe it, it's become a culture, it become a commonly accepted principle, Then you believe in lies. I'll show you what come later. Redefine morality. For example, Bible says, what is moral is one man marry one woman, become husband and wife. Two genders. God only created two genders, male and female. And marriage is one man, one woman. This is called morality. God defined it. This is truth. That's it. But humans want to redefine it because the devil tells people to redefine it. Oh, you know, love is love. Gay love is love. Lesbian love is love. Why limited just heterosexual marriage? Why we cannot redefine marriage? Oh, those are lies. But because people accept it, people preach about it, people promote it. You know what? In America, from the, let's say 60 years ago, from the 1960s, majority of the society, because it's Christian based, at the time, most Americans go to church every Sunday. Majority of them. Whether you are fervent or not, you go to church on Sunday. Very few keep Sabbath, but most keep Sunday. A lot of churches were packed. In the 50 or 60, people's faith were stronger in Christianity. But after the so-called the sexual revolution, the hippies come out, and then, wow, the younger generation in the 60s, 70s, they rebel. They think that, oh, why do we have to keep pure? Why do we have to wait until marriage before we have sex? Oh, they started to believe in the lie. Say, oh, it is okay to do it before marriage. Our body, it is my body. My body is my body. I decide how I use it. So those are the new concepts. And then in the 50 and 60, gay activity or lesbian are not socially acceptable because it's not according to the Bible. It's totally against the Bible. So people don't accept it. People did it, they have to do it secretly. But since 70, 80, 90, some use the social media or the mass media, started to talk about it more, started to promote it more. And then for the past, especially for the past 10 years, 10, 15 years, oh, people already believe it is a social norm. It is a lifestyle. It is your personal choice. So those lies have been preached 1,000 times, people believe it. So that's why some people say, of course this is not from the Bible. If a lies were repeated 1,000 times, it became a truth. That's what people say, right? But of course, a lie is a lie, even though you say it 1,000 times. But a lie, what was preached or was repeated 1,000 times, people accept it as it was a truth. They think that it is right. But actually, it was wrong, and it's always wrong, even though you repeat it 1,000 times. Unfortunately, because of toxic media, redefined morality, false ideologies, we are living in the culture of lies. And especially we are chosen people, the member in the one true church, be ready because we are living in Kiddush. American society, especially for the past 5-10 years, right? The left society, the society was leaning to very much left, especially in California here. California is very, very liberal. It was leaned to much left. You know, America, the central is more conservative, but the very left and the very right, northeast, are very, very left wing. Left wing means we don't talk about any other thing like immigration or any other finances. No, we don't talk about those. But in terms of the definition of marriage, gender, identity, the society has been polarized, affected because a lot of places were very left and they embrace LGBTQ, right? Gender, DEI, all these things actually is against the Bible. But the mass media is controlled by those people who promote this idea. So unless you don't watch TV, unless you don't watch Netflix, you don't go online, unless you don't use those media. Otherwise, you're exposed to those media who promote, oh, all these things are human rights. right? Pride marriage, pride activity is human rights, is love. Love is love. So all this we are surrounded by this ideology. And in the future, the chosen people will be attacked. And already it is happening somewhere, maybe not America yet, but already happening. Now, life application for you for Psalm 120, what does it mean? Right? Let's read the first one, 1 to 3. College, campuses, and social media are modern day Meshach and Kedar. If you are in college, you use social media, the moment you turn on your computer, you log on, you find out yourself you are in Meshach and you are in Kedar. Because the social media or the campuses, especially if you study college in California. Unfortunately, California is more liberal, more left-wing than the middle part of the country or another part. Or if you are studying in Boston, Massachusetts, or even New York, a lot of places are also very left-wing. And when they left-wing, they promote lies in terms of morality. They use it human rights, pro-choice, for example, abortion. They call it pro-choice. Woman's body is woman's body. Nobody can tell me what to do, right? Those are very left, very lie, much lie compared to the Bible. But you don't know if you walk into the campus. And if you are in California, if you're in Northern California, oh, you are even more kiddish. Like in the San Francisco area, more Meshach, more Kedar than Southern California, right? Canada, unfortunately, where I come from, Canada already under the left-wing government for the past 10, 15 years, already much Kedar and Kedar, much very left-wing. Drug liberalization, gay marriage legalized, gender identity, right? DEI, everything. So all this. So suddenly you find out that if you want to believe in God, you want to be a Christian, just believing the Bible, you are surrounded by lies and attack. First of all, they say that, oh, you are aware, but later they will attack you. They may not attack you physically, but they will do it in another way, maybe legally, maybe even physically in the future, right? Point 2, 1 to 3. Young adult, the lie, truth is relative. Okay, here give us 3 examples of lies that young people were bombarded with. The word lies in Hebrew is called shika. Shika. In original text, it's called shika. We are bombarded by shika. This lie, shika, for example, success equal money. You look at the IG account of the famous, rich and famous. The movie stars, the CEOs, entrepreneur, right? The football star and the celebrities, why they have 10 million, 20 million followers? Why you only have 50 or even 5 only, right? Why be those people? Because they say success is your achievement, your self-worth. What you're worth, it's your net worth. You're worth $10 million? Wow, you are very worthy. If you only you have $5,000 in your account or even less, or even sometimes you own debts, oh, you're useless. You're bankrupt, right? You're broke. Oh, you are useless in the society's eye. You are failure. These are a lie told by the society. Your self-worth is not your net worth. Write it down. Your self-worth is not your net worth. Even though you are temporarily broke, even financially you are facing hardship, even you're born in a very poor family, Even your parent cannot provide you. Go to a very famous rich college. Even you cannot compare up to other people who drive nice car, who have living in big houses. But don't look down on yourself. Don't think that, oh, I'm really inferior. No, God doesn't look at all these things. Human beings look at all these things, but God doesn't look at it. So your self-worth is not your net worth. So don't believe, don't just chasing it. But if you keep chasing, in the future, I want to get a good job. I want to work in Silicon Valley. I'll get a job with 6-figure. I want to, and then I'll buy a double garage house. Every year go vacation 3 times. And then I post everything on the IG. And then I want to have sport car, supercar. I want to show off what I have. This is a good life that people are chasing. If you chase that, you follow a lie. Nothing wrong with owning those things. But if you think that life is defined by those things, you believe in a lie. Right? The world said truth is relative. This is another lie. They say truth is relative. There's no absolute truth. Right? Don't tell us what is right and wrong, right? Times change. You're so old school. You're so conservative. Right? Right now it's 2026. Why? You only believe in marriage is male and female. Only one husband and one wife. They think truth is relative. But actually, truth isn't relative. Truth is truth. Never change. Written by God, set up on heaven, never change. So those are the lies. But they keep bombarding you. Right? So this Psalm 120 beginning is very unique. Yes, it looks like quite negative. Oh, I'm in trouble. They're surrounding me. They're attacking me. I want peace. But they want to fight. Well, that's good. You find out that this world is not that good to you. They are hostile to you because you keep the truth. Okay, then I will do something. I will not try to please the world. I will try to please God. I will move up even to Mount Zion more. I will keep my faith. I will stay close with my community. Stay close with the brother and sister that we want to walk this journey together. Because there's only 2 directions, write down. There's only 2 directions. Whether you go with the flow, with become the people in Kedah or the Midash, become one of them. They don't hate you. But you lose your salvation. You lose your identity. You become one of them, then they don't hate you. But if you insist your identity, they will hate you. One day, they will come to you. So it's very important. So, what kind of lies? What else? What other lies that you have heard of in your life about this society tell you? You can think about this, right? I also get a few more. Okay, let's read this. Another lie. 1, 2, 3. You belong to yourself. The lie. 1, 2, 3. You are the captain of your own ship, and you must define your own identity, morality, and purpose. Oh, this is very one common lie. Even though you didn't hear it directly from the textbook, but this is a concept embedded in media, culture. Even within church, this lie is there. Don't think, oh, in the church, people do not believe this. I tell you, a lot of youth believe this lie. Especially if you think you are elite, you are outstanding. Of course, by God's grace, some of you, if God bless you with a good IQ, you are good at studying, you go to good school, you graduate from Ivy League or a very famous college, you land a job in the big tech or the accounting firm or become a lawyer, doctor. Nothing wrong with that, right? Or maybe God bless you with a good brain, even though you don't go to a really nice school, but you know how to do business. You open your own small company. After a few years, you become a very successful. Oh, you drive a Mercedes-Benz, right? Oh, you buy houses. Nothing wrong with that. But you know what? A lot of us, even though we are already a Christian, but we still believe in this line. You know what? My life, I take control. Of course, you won't say it outside. You'll say, oh, I control my own life. But you will decide, what do you do? What is my project? You don't even pray. You don't even ask God, God, what is your thinking? Do you allow me to do it? You just say, oh, I like to do it. I've been done it. I've been doing it. I know how to do it better. I know how to climb the corporate ladder. I know how to do more business. I know how to make my life more successful. You think you are the captain of your own ship. Do you believe so? Even brother and sister sitting here, do you think you're in charge of your life? Do you think? Before coming here, do you always think? I know a lot of sisters are more usually have more planning about the future. Brothers, sometimes we are still thinking about video game, right? Sport star, nice car. But sister already think very far away, far apart. 10 years, what do I want to do? All right. Brother a little bit late, start late, but they were getting there. But yeah, for those of us who already have so much planning, do you think you belong to yourself? If you still think that, I can decide whatever, you already fall in the trap of this world, right? And then, this lie a lot of sisters are fall into. Sister, read louder. Brother, also read 1, 2, 3. The lie. Your value depends on social media metrics, academic achievement, or physical appearances. This is the lie the society tell you. What is your worth? Well, if you're a student, what is your worth? Your GPA. GPA only 3.0. GPA 4.0. Wow, you're a superstar, right? Oh, you are the elite in your class. If you're working or your social media, a lot of a lot of clicks, especially young girls. Why do they manage their IG account every 10 minutes, updating, taking picture every day, or go everywhere, taking vacation, but they don't look at the spot. They look at their phone, right? And take perfect picture. When I travel, sometimes I see so many people. Wow, they don't look at the thing, they look at the phone. And they immediately upload it, checking it, because they want to be recognized, right? Or physical appearances. So this is the lie. But the Bible tells you, don't look at appearances. Look at your inner heart. Look at what God like. And for the first lie, the Bible said you are not your own. Let's read 1 Corinthians, verse 6, verse 19. Chapter 6, verse 19. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19. To 20. Let's read together. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19 to 20. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. Read loudly. Verse 20. 1, 2, 3. You were not your own. You are not your own. Your body does not belong to you. Your money does not belong to you. Your IQ, your brain, your talent doesn't belong to you. Belong to whom? Belong to God, the boss up there. Even you are trying to think about marriage, you don't choose who you like. You think or pray, God, what I like doesn't matter. But what you prepare, what you show me, which is suitable for me. Don't using my eyes to look at, I like everybody chasing the same person because that's just the appearances or the statue or the family background. Right? You use your eye to choose, you think you are the boss. But God is the boss. I'm not chasing, I'm not thinking about it because of my pleasing myself, but I want to please you. But unfortunately, even members, as us sitting here, Christian for many years, we already believe in a lot of lies already. Unless you open the Bible, humbly underline it, digesting it, thinking it, repenting. Oh, I believe a lot of lies, and I got to change. Then, if you want to change, you start to move upward. But if you don't want to change, you want to be where you are, fine, go ahead. No one will force you. But woe to you if you continue to live in the land of lies. Let's pray in silence.